moment?
I really enjoyed the Met. It was such a big museum and there was so much to see, and for me, like, I've never been to a big museum like that before, so it was just amazing. I would recommend going.
I have two. One was today, getting to wander the city and walk around even though my feet still. And one was the other day, when it started to rain and I was caught without the umbrella and we just got soaked, and it was nice.
I really liked meeting with Charles Hively because he's so mean and aggressive. And I really liked when he yelled at us. And I thought it was great. I liked when we went to DC Comics and the guy, our director, was like, "I'm super comics. Superhero movies are bullshit. Don't be an asshole." Good advice, I guess.
Okay, Maria, what's something you wish you'd done?
I wish I spent more time at Central Park and shopped more.
I wish that I had a chance to go to the MoMA. So just stay longer in general, I guess.
Did everything I wanted to do.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Jory, what was the most valuable piece of advice you got?
2 parts. Making connections with people, and making sure your art tells a story and that it's not just an image or something that has meaning to it and personal meaning, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's always just nice to hear that people are encouraging others to just stay with your dream and keep going for it, and everything is going to go.
That's pretty good.
Be positive.
Well, like I said, that to not put on your website that you're just graduating so that people think you're experienced.
It was definitely that it's okay to have another job. That it's okay to have a second job until you make it in the business, until you can actually pay your bills. It's totally fine to have a second job. And it wasn't just one person that told us that, it was like everybody. Like Yuko said it, and DC guy said it, like everybody said it. They were like, it's totally fine to be doing something else as long as you're building up towards doing what you love. Okay, Joni, what was your favorite thing about New York?
The culture. Endless walking potential, and you can basically just keep walking around for hours and still get lost and still be able to find your way home.
That's pretty good. That's a good
laid out city. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
sensible. So Danielle, would you move to New York? No.
Dirty and busy and crowded.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
I would move to the clean parts of New York with trees and lovely people, but not right in the middle of Times Square.
No. I mean, I thought Brooklyn was nice, and I think Jory was saying that was like a really nice area and she would move there, but I would not. I don't know, it's like kind of smelly, and I love the public transportation, and I wish we had a similar kind of public transportation because it's awesome. It's great to be able to go almost anywhere really quickly, and cheap too. Oh my god, that was the best part. It's much cheaper than the Vancouver one, let me tell you. But it's just smelly and gross, and it feels very impersonal. It's a big city, it's huge, and I think Vancouver and Seattle, plus there's kind of a vibe about Vancouver, Seattle that I'm really in love with. Yeah, so it might be a disadvantage to my career or whatever, but I'd much rather work out of Seattle than I would out of New York. Sydney, what was your favorite home or studio that we visited?
My favorite was the brownstone home of the Lewins. It was incredible. They had a beautiful garden, they had fantastic studios, and they had so much room to do whatever they wanted. And they were great people, so it was perfect.
Caitlin, what was something you didn't know about New York?
It smelled really badly.
I feel like that bears repeating. It smelled really bad.
Really badly. The smell.
That's a good one. What was your scary trip moment?
In the subway tunnels, a spider landed on my arm, and I had to deal with it, which I did not enjoy.
I was not down for that.
My scariest trip moment was taking the subway by myself at night, and it was the first time I've ever done it. It was very frightening, and that would be the scariest one.
It was really scary for me walking around Times Square because it was just so busy, so many people, and I hate crowds. And I just wanted to hold Diane's hand the whole time. Your hand. The whole time.
The internet's hand.
Yeah, because I was just worried I was going to get lost. That was pretty scary.
Jory, what's your advice for next year's group?
Bring insoles for your shoes to cushion your feet. I would not have survived this trip without my insoles.
New York is a huge city, and I found it very confusing. I would recommend my friend back home, my wonderful friend Erin, borrowed me this wonderful guide. It's called Not for Tourists Guide to New York City, and it has all these wonderful maps. And Dianne was such a good navigator, she was able to lead me throughout the city with this map. So find a navigator and give them this map.
Check your room for bed bugs.
Bring a slave to carry all your stuff with you.
Set several alarms every day. Avoid places of intoxication. Avoid states of intoxication.
Sweet tea and iced tea are very different things than Canada. So, my advice for next year's group would be to lower your expectations for the hotel. Don't expect them to be nice. Don't expect a clean bed or even a nice bed. Don't expect it. Bring your own sheets. Do this. This will make your stay much more comfortable. And expect your TV's going to turn on in the middle of the night, because it does.
So you guys weren't dreaming that? That was actually happening?
No, it actually happened. It happened to some other girls too.
Oh, okay, because I thought you said you were dreaming that the TV was turning on.
No, it was literally turning on. Yes.
You had a problem with the hot water too?
Yeah, the hot water was so spotty.
It was like, why are you saying shit all the time? Like, this is hot and then it's cold.
It could not decide.
It was like icy and then burning hot.
Yes, the water is definitely a factor as well. So just lower your expectations. But don't lower your expectations for the artists, because they're fantastic.
Make sure to check the weather and pack
Appropriately.
for the weather and the heat, and don't bring sweaters.
Don't bring sweaters.
I packed like all sweaters and all pants, and so I had to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Don't forget your portfolio and make sure it's small and light.
What's some advice you have for next year's group?
Vlog it. Take memories, make pictures, but make graphic memoirs like Lucy Nicely was saying, but vlog it. Do something really interesting and fun with it. I mean, writing a journal is awesome, and taking notes, like, those are great things, but do something that you can share it with other people so that next year, the year after that, know what happened to you and all the interesting things that you did and saw and all the people you met. Because that's my favorite part about learning about this, and that's what I'm hoping that you will get out of watching this video. Thanks, Guin and Durwin!
Thanks, Guin and Durwin. Thanks, Guin and Durwin.
Thank you, Guin and Durwin. Thank you, Guin and Durwin. It was really appreciated. It was really awesome.
Thanks, Guin and Durwin. It was a great time. Thank you.
Thank you, Guin and Durwin.
Thank you, Guin and Durwin. This was an awesome trip. I had so much fun. Yay.
Thank you so much, Guin and Durwin, for all your work you put into this trip.